Hey everybody, this is Chris Hampton, Champ I Am, and you know what? I'm excited because guess what? The new year is coming. And I know there's a group of you every year that do this thing called New Year's resolutions, right? New Year's resolutions. Bah humbug. Forget it. No more New Year's resolutions. How many of you have made New Year's resolutions and then by March, you're like, woo, I just give up and went back to your old way of thinking, right? You do that same thing over and over and over. I say insanity, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting something different. I want you to say right now, no to resolutions. Put it in the chat, no to resolutions. Why? Because resolutions are, to me, are wishes, okay? What you need in life is not a resolution, but you need a GPS. Yes, I said GPS. And GPS does not stand for Global Positioning Satellite. What it means for you is you need to have goals, you need to have plans, and you need to have strategies, right? In order for you to have goals is basically the object or your aim. What are you aiming at this year? And that's what we do. We have resolutions, and resolutions by themselves is what I'm having an issue with, because a resolution is another way of saying I want to have a goal and I want to commit to making sure that I have this goal, but your level of commitment is based off of your level of planning, which is the plan, right? But most of us don't have a plan. Okay, we have the goal, we have the wish, we make the resolution, and we're saying I'm going to lose weight for the third year in a row, and I go to the gym and I'm done by March. Why? Because you didn't take the time to make a plan of how you're going to make that new goal of losing weight a reality. It's more than just going to the gym, right? The gym is a part of it. But there's also a mindset that needs to happen. There needs to be some focus on your nutrition and your diet changes, right? So you just don't wake up and say, I'm going to go to the gym, and then say that's your only plan for your weight loss. Or you're going to say, I'm going to start my business, but it only never gets past the dream state because you don't take the time to research what it's going to cost to get your LLC together, how it is to set up your business properly, right? So again, it's going to take not only the goal, which is the aim, which is good that you have aim, but aim requires focus and follow-up. And the follow-up to that is being able to create a plan. And what a plan is when you decide in advance. It's a proposal that you make to yourself in advance. So the other issue that you have with the resolution is you wait until December 31st to make the resolution or make up your mind that you want to make a change, right? But there's no plan. So you end up walking into the new year with no plan. It's time out for waiting for January to be the point of change for you. Your point of change is when you decide to make the change. I believe if you want to start making significant changes for your new year, you need to start making plans in July. That far advanced? Yes, July. Start going in there, whatever you're aiming for, and make sure that you take the time to put some mental foresight in planning what you want to see happen in your life. And if you want to wait till January, that's fine. But don't expect the magic to happen automatically, because everything that you need to make change is going to take time. If you want to get out of debt, then what is your plan to get out of debt, right? How are you going to change your mindset about getting out of debt? How are you going to change your spending habits, right? Because you want to get out of debt, right? So that requires planning, and your planning is going to require commitment. And then strategies are planning just in the long form of planning. It's the long distance version. You're not just seeing the 3-month view of yourself. You're seeing the 6-month view of yourself. And the good thing about strategy is where when you start to strategize, you start to make room for the uh-ohs. You start to make room for when life starts lifing. Because that's the other issue with resolutions, is that if you don't have a plan and you don't have a commitment to a plan, when life starts lifing, the goal or the dream goes out the window. But when you take the time to pre-plan for the bumps in the roads and you say, well, I have a strategy for that, I have a pivot for that, that no matter what happens your way, you're prepared for the pivot, right? That's where your strategy comes in. You see, I want you to succeed in this next coming year. Don't let this year be another year where let life life you. His tongue twister. Let life life you. Yes. No, this is another year where now you're going to take control. And again, I think Zig Ziglar said, people don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. Don't let that be you. Take some time and just dream about the life that you want to live. But don't just stay there in dream mode. Take the time to get out of dream mode and start to plan for what you were dreaming for. And you know what that becomes? It becomes a vision. You see, a dream is nothing but a wish until you start putting plans to it to make it a reality. And when you put plans to it, then you start to put actions to the plans. So do you have your goals? Do you have your plans? Do you have your strategies? Or are you just going to have another year like you did before? Life is too short to keep living the same thing over and over and over. I want to set you up to succeed. So get your goals, get your plans, and get your strategies over, and have the year that you foresaw, the year that you prepared for, the year that you pursued, and the year that you embraced. My name is Chris Hampton, Champ I Am, and again, this is going to be an awesome year if you're planning for it. Have a great day.